Hello, I'm Sergeant Jeff Cannon and I'm here to give you some good advice on how to keep your house secure and prevent you from being burgled. Any victim of burglary will tell you that it's a very distressing and upsetting crime. Now fortunately there has been a decrease in the number of domestic burglaries by 60% in recent years, but unfortunately we are now seeing a bit of an increase of this type of crime. Now if you'd like to follow me, we'll look at the outside of the house first. This is a semi-detached house. Now it's a fact that 75 to 80% of house burglaries are committed by downstairs rear access. Unfortunately this house doesn't have a side gate to help keep it secure. I also notice there is no alarm on the front to act as a deterrent to a would-be burglar. We've now come round the side of the house, because there is no side gate, into the rear garden, and you can see the shed has no padlock on it at all and no security screws on the hinges. And the rear gate to the garden is very poorly maintained, giving every burglar an opportunity. Now here we are at the front door. This door only has one lock there at the top, as you can see, and it's close to the letterbox, so somebody could actually reach their hand in and grab the lock from the inside and open the door. Also, this is a 6'6" door, so there is quite a lot of flexibility, as you can see there, which means the door isn't very secure. Now if this door was fitted with this type of mortise lock round about here, it would help the security considerably. On the inside of the front door, we see this particular door has a large window, but your door may not have this, so you may want to consider a spy hole so you can look out to see who's coming to your front door. Also the letterbox, you may want to consider fitting a cage to the inside of your letterbox, not only to collect the post, but also to stop somebody reaching in and turning the lock. A door chain is always a good idea to fit, so that when you have somebody come to the door, you can open the door part way to see who's there. It's vitally important that this door should also have a second lock, and this should be at least a 5-lever mortise lock fitted a third of the way up on a door like this. This is a downstairs lounge window. Now typically of a house of this age, this is a wooden framed single glazed window with a single clasp there in the middle. Now if I push on the top, you'll see that that's quite flexible, which again gives the burglar an opportunity to force that window open. You might want to consider fitting a window snap lock like this one, at least a third of the way down and a third of the way from the bottom, to help make this window much more secure. We're now at the back door of the house, and again typically of a house of this age, we have a wooden door with a big glass panel there, and you will see that the occupier has left the key in the door, so if somebody was to smash that window, they could easily reach in and undo the door. And also there's a wooden panel there which is quite flimsy, and we quite often see burglaries committed where that has been kicked in to allow access. We're only a few doors away, and already we can see much better security on this house. We have security lighting above the garage there, and we have a side gate which is padlocked, and at the front of the house there is an alarm box fitted. Now over at this house we can see that the occupiers are members of the neighbourhood watch, and that's clearly displayed, and also they have a sticker in their front window which clearly states to anybody calling at the door that they do not buy from callers at the door. On the rear of this front door we have a security chain fitted, which when we put it on, it allows us to open the door part way to see who's come to the front door. There is a good security lock fitted that can be deadlocked, and also a cage at the rear of the letterbox to stop people reaching through. If you're thinking of upgrading your doors or windows, you really need to be looking for a multi-point locking system such as the one fitted here. The rear gate of this house has quite a good quality padlock fitted to it, as you can see, as do the two doors of the shed, but we can actually improve this by fitting one of these closed shackle padlocks, which we recommend. We'll go inside the house now. I'll give you some extra advice on security of property inside the house. Make sure you mark property like televisions, mobile phones and computers with a UV marker pen and use your postcode, or you can use some other similar device to mark your property. Also, valuable property, particularly that of a sentimental value, you ought to take photographs of these and keep an album so that if they are stolen, we may be able to identify them and track them back to the owner. And the other big piece of advice I'd like to give you is when you're out of the house, make it look occupied, and you can do this by using timer switches for the lights or for the radio. I'd like to finish by giving you my top 5 tips for home security. Number 1, fit good quality locks to your doors and windows. Number 2, when you go out of your home, make sure you lock your doors and windows. Number 3, make sure any side or rear access has a good gate on it with a good quality padlock. Number 4, mark your property indoors with a UV pen or similar and take photographs of valuable property. And the last one, if you're not in a member of a neighbourhood watch, then consider joining one. Remember, easy access, easy victim. Learn more about crime prevention by visiting the Crime Reduction and Community Safety section of this website.